welcome back to class of Design of Machine Elements. I am Hitesh Rayani, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is lecture 12, Cumulative Damage in Fatigue. So learning outcomes of this lecture is to learn the design of component based on the cumulative damage. So in these lectures we consider the one problems on which the different stress level is applied for the different part of work cycles, and we have to use these cumulative damage rules to solve the problem. So let's consider the problems or examples. The work cycles of mechanical components subjected to completely reverse bending stress. Stresses consist of the following three elements. So here the three elements is given. The first element is plus or minus 350 Newton per mm square for 85% of the life or 85% of the time. So here the sigma 1 is given. So that is plus or minus 350 Newton per mm square, and it is applied for the 85% of the time. So total time, so there are given percentage in total time. So it is alpha 1, it is equal to 0.85. And second element is plus or minus, or you can say the reversible load of 400 Newton per mm square for 12% of the time. Third element is reversible load of 500 Newton per mm square for 3% of the time. So here the sigma 1 is 350 Newton per mm square, sigma 2 is 400 Newton per mm square, and sigma 3 is 500 Newton per mm square. And corresponding alpha 1 is equal to 85%, alpha 2 is equal to 12%, and alpha 3 is equal to 3% of the total life. The material of component is 50C4. So here the material is given 50C4. And the SUD of material is given, that is SUD is 660 Newton per mm square. And the corrected endurance limit of the component is 280 Newton per mm square. So here directly corrected endurance limit is given. So that is AC. So you don't need to find out the Ka, Kb, Kc, Kd and AC dash value. This is the AC value, that is the corrected endurance limit. That is equal to 280 Newton per mm square. Determine the life of components. We have to calculate the life of component at this particular condition. So first we collect the data given, that is SUD is 660 Newton per mm square, AC is 280 Newton per mm square, sigma 1 is 350 Newton per mm square, sigma 2 is 400 Newton per mm square, and sigma 3 is 500 Newton per mm square. Corresponding alpha 1 is equal to 0.85, alpha 2 is equal to 0.12, and alpha 3 is 0.03. So these are the data given, and we have to calculate the life of particular component. And here the different stress level, that is sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 is applied for the part of work cycles. So we have to use the cumulative damage rules to calculate the life of this particular component. So to calculate the life of component, and we first construct the ascent diagrams or ascent curves. So first step to construct the ascent curves, and we know the ascent curve as shown in the figures. To construct the ascent curves, we have value of log 10.9 SUD, log AC and log sigma. So here SUD is given, so we can calculate the log 0.9 SUD. AC is also given, but if you see in ascent diagrams there are log 10 sigma. So here the different stress level is applied. So we have to use the minus equations, that is alpha 1 upon capital N1 plus alpha 2 upon capital N2 and so on, alpha x upon capital Nx is equal to 1 upon n. So our goal is to find the life of particular component, that is capital N. So if you see in these equations, to calculate capital N, we must know the value of alpha 1, n1, alpha 2, n2 and so on. So alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3 is given in our problem. So to calculate the life of component, we first calculate the capital N1, capital N2 and capital N3 for the stress level sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. So if you see the SN diagram, so to calculate the log n or log n1, we have to use the log sigma 1. To calculate log n2, we have to place the value of log sigma 2. And to calculate the log n3, we have to place the log sigma 3. And by using the cumulative damage rules, we can find the life of particular component or given component. So let's first calculate log 0.9 SUT. So SUT value is given. So by placing the value of SUT is 660 Newton per mm square, we get log 0.9 SUT is equal to 2.7738. Next is log AC. AC is directly given, that is 280 Newton per mm square. So by placing the value of AC, we can get the log AC is equal to 2.4472. Now we have to calculate the log sigma, but here the different stress level is applied for the particular part of life cycle. So we have to calculate log sigma 1, log sigma 2 and log sigma 3. And we have a value of log sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 that is given in our problem. So we can calculate log sigma 1, that is sigma 1 is 350 Newton per mm square. So log sigma 1 is equal to 2.5441. Similarly, log sigma 2, by placing the value of sigma 2 is equal to 400 Newton per mm square, we get the answer of log sigma 2 is equal to 2.6021. Next is log sigma 3. Here the value of sigma 3 is 500 Newton per mm square. So we get the log sigma 3 is equal to 2.6990. So now we have all the value to construct the SN curve as per our given problem. So first we have to construct the SN curve by placing this all value. So our SN curves becomes like as shown in a figure as per our given condition. Here 0.7738 is log 0.9 SUT and log AC is 2.4472. There are log n and log sigma, that is unknown. So next step is step 2 is calculations of capital N1, capital N2 and capital N3. That is the life cycle at particular stress level sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 respectively. So to calculate the N1, N2 and N3, we have to use these SN diagrams. And if we see the SN diagrams, the equations of log n becomes 3 plus EF. So to calculate the log n1, log n2, log n3, we have to first calculate the value of EF. So to calculate the value of EF, we have to use the law of similarity between triangle AEF and triangle ADB. So by using the law of similarity, we can say that AE upon AD is equal to EF upon DB. And if we simplify, we get the EF is equal to DB into AE upon AD. So what is the value of DB? That is 6 minus 3. AE value is what? That is 2.7738 minus log sigma. Here the log sigma we have to place, because according to value of sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, we have to calculate the log n1, log n2 and log n3. So first we derive the generalized equations in terms of log n and sigma 1 and log sigma. And by placing the value of log sigma 1, we get the value of log n1 and so on n1. Now, if you seen that in equations there are AD is equal to 2.7738 minus 2.4472. So this gives this equation as a and log n is equal to 3 plus EF give the equation B. So from equation A and B we can say that log n is equal to 3 plus 9.1855 into 2.7738 minus log sigma. So now this is the generalized equations of life cycle in terms of log n and log sigma. So I call back the equations. Log n, that is 3 plus 9.1855 into 2.7738 minus log sigma. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate capital N1, capital N2 and capital N3. So to calculate the capital N1, capital N2 and N3 from these log n equations, we just have to place the value of log sigma 1, log sigma 2 and log sigma 3. So first we calculate log N1 by placing the value of log sigma 1. If you seen this equation log N1, instead of log sigma there are log sigma 1. And by placing the value of log sigma 1, that is 2.5441, we get the value of N1 is equal to 128,798 cycles. So this is the N1 cycles, that is the life cycles at particular stress level sigma 1. Now log n becomes by placing the value of log sigma 2 instead of log sigma, and log sigma 2 values we calculated in previous slide, that is 2.6021. So we get the value of N2 is equal to 37,770 cycles. So this is the N2, and now calculate the log N3, that is equal to 3 plus 9.1855 into 2.7738 minus log sigma 3. Here we have to place log sigma 3 instead of log sigma. And by placing the value of log sigma 3, that is 2.6990, we get the value of N3 is equal to 4865. So in this way we can calculate the capital N1 and capital N2 and capital N3. So now we have all the value N1, N2 and N3. So what is our goal? Our goal is to calculate the life of particular component. So to calculate the life of component, we have to use the Minor's equations, and that is equal to alpha 1 upon capital N1 plus alpha 2 upon capital N2 and so on, alpha x upon capital Nx is equal to 1 upon n. So we have to calculate the n, and to calculate the n we need the value of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and n1, n2 and n3. Now we have all these value alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and also n1, n2 and n3. So by placing this all value we get the equation like 0.85 divided by 128,798 plus 0.12 divided by 37,770 plus 0.03 divided by 4865 is equal to 1 upon n. So we can calculate by simplifying these equations the life of this particular component, that is the n is equal to 62,723 cycles. So this is the life cycles when there are different stress levels sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 is applied for the particular percentage of total life, that is alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3 as given in our problem. So this is the life cycle 62,723. Thank you.